All right, so I hope we're recording. So this is Bagheera. As you can see, he's gotten much bigger, really bigger. He's probably closer to about 6 or 7 pounds now. Um, so just in case anybody who's keeping up on that saga, he's doing very, very well. What I want to do now is go into, I'm just going to share my screen because I'm going to get everything open and ready for us today. So we are going to be going over Peter Elbow and his idea of free writing. Like I said in class, I did have the privilege of reading his information or his books, I should say, when I was a graduate student. They were very helpful for me. Going through that, especially if you are going to be in a profession that is very, very writing intensive. Now, Peter Elbow does have very different ideas of what free writing consists of than something we might be used to. So, the first thing he says is if you're not used to this process, you might have to start on some type of like timer and things like that. So, you might have to say, like, I'm going to do 1 to 5 minutes. And I would say if you really haven't done free writing, let's start on the lower end there, right? Let's start at 1 as opposed to 5. Um, and that's because he is asking you to do something that we don't normally do on a daily basis. And let me explain that. So we have been taught as students that when you write, when you draft, you have to think. He wants you to stop thinking. And so what that looks like is like we might say, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. Oh, let me start here. Okay. So your minutes is actually not minutes thinking about what you're going to writing, but actually minutes writing. And so that might be difficult for some people if you've never written for a full minute without thinking. And one of the things that Elbow talks about very, very readily, let me just hide this thumbnail for a bit here, um, is that you are going to put your pen to paper and you are just going to get started on everything. Uh, 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and continue with the meeting and the audio. I I had to stop it because of Big Era. He found something on the floor to play with that was causing a lot of noise. Anyway, so what Peter Elbow is saying is that the minute that you turn on the timer to start free writing, your hand does not leave the page whatsoever. What is that going to look like? Well, in your free writing, instead of you thinking, what am I going to write about? What am I going to write about? I don't know what to write about. This might be confusing. You're actually going to put it on paper. So like I try this, like I don't know what to write. Confusing, right? Longhand, whatever that comes to your mind. Um, whatever I think, no matter what. Now, the minute that I feel like I am starting to think, remember the example that we went over, like I will do blank today. Then I start doing, I will do cardio or yoga today. Um, what does this have to do with your paper? Well, according to Peter Elbow, this is the best way to start thinking about your paper because this might be information that is stuck in your head that is preventing you from writing. So if you're like, okay, I'm going to do cardio, I'm going to do yoga, and see how I misspelled yoga? We're not supposed to go through and erase anything. No, no erasing, right? At the very least, we can maybe do like a scratch out, and then we're going to continue. Where did my scratch out? So like scratch out, and then we're gonna say, and after workout is, what am I doing after my workout? Can't remember. Remember, we do the 2 lines, and then we start over here. The paper I am writing states this. My topic is this. Right? So on and so forth. So like I said, if you were not used to doing this type of style of free writing, I know from my even from my own experience that several teachers assume that free writing is starting to draft. According to Peter Elbow, which is why Nicole does use him as an example, free writing is not that, right? Free writing is not starting to draft. Free writing is literally just writing. And once you have all of this of like, I don't know what to do, I'm confused, these are the questions I have, now you can do something about your writing. So if you're like, I'm confused, I don't know how to write this, I don't know what gentrification means, I don't know how to find my sources, that is already giving you a checklist on how to proceed with your writing, right? Maybe I need to go back to Miss G and ask for the instructions to be clarified. Maybe I need to go speak to a reference librarian to get some sources looked at. Maybe I need to, spend a little bit more time going through some stuff, or maybe I need to rewatch the Panacto video, anything like that. So this is where it starts. So it's very different from drafting. We'll go over this in class, but I just wanted to give you a quick demonstration so you had that moving forward. Let me go ahead and stop share here, and then I'll go ahead and end the video.